starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Tuesday, wherever you are. I hope that you are doing well. Thank you indeed for being here. And as we know, too, this week, Friday is a Chavez Day. So if you're out and about, and just check for those events that are happening in your area on how you can commemorate that day. But of course, it means also a day off school. So hope you get to have that much needed rest. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Story Time. Always appreciative of the time that we get to spend together here on Story Time. Thank you for joining us, and as always, let us know where you're joining in from, and if anybody else is joining in with you, well, let us know they're there so we can say hi to them too. Thank you indeed for joining us here today on Story Time. A bit of a switch, a bit of a pivot, or somebody was telling me it's pivot. Yes, a bit of a pivot today, as we did plan to read MERIN and a Very Bright Star, but my brain let me down. I forgot that book in a different location, and so I do not have it here with me, but we do have a very, I think, able replacement in Love, Sophia on the Moon that we'll be reading today. So thank you for joining in, and apologies. I promise you, MERIN will be back tomorrow for sure. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Today we will read, a Storytime favorite, Love, Sophia on the Moon. And this one is written by a good friend of ours here at Storytime, Anika Rose Reese, and of course another good friend doing the illustrations, Mika Song. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Cannot wait to share that one. Cannot wait to dive into that story. I hope you're ready. Thank you indeed for being here. And once again, apologies for the switch, but it had to happen. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you enjoy this story too. And of course, too, as we've been sharing, Pamela Courtney has a brand new book that is coming out on May 20th, and this one is called A Season for Fishing, and A Season for Fishing, Fish Fry Tradition, and it is illustrated by Tony D. Chambers, and it will be published by Farah Strauss and Giroux. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Appreciate you, and I hope that you enjoy the book that we have for you today. So get ready, get comfortable, get cozy. Love, Sophia on the Moon, coming right up. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. I'll see you on the other side of this very short break when we're back with more Story Time.
This is Anika Rose Reese, author of The Teacher's Pet, Watch Out for Wolf, Love, Sophia on the Moon, the Anna Banana chapter book series, and Hide and Don't Seek and other very scary stories. And you are watching Story Time with Mr. Limata.
Welcome back. Thank you indeed, Anika Rose Reese, creator of this wonderful story that we have for you today, Love, Sophia on the Moon. And there it is. And of course, too, if you're able and you get it, you can see so much more down there too. Yeah. Let me just put that sleeve back on, and hopefully you can find this book where you find books. Beautifully illustrated book. Beautiful story to match. And we are going to enjoy that today together. Love, Sophia on the Moon, written by Anika Rose Reese, illustrations by Mika Song. Love, Sophia on the Moon. Written by Anika Rose Reese, illustrations by Mika Song. And we're reading this on the permission of Hyperion. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And as we know that Hyperion was taken over by Little Brown Books for Young Readers. Wow. Yeah. A few people that I think of when I think of this book. Who is it for you? Let's see at the end. Dear Mom, I am running away and won't ever come back. From now on, I live on the moon. Don't try to stop me. Love, Sophia. Oh. Dear Sophia, oh no, that's a shame. I was about to make cookies. Now who will lick the beater? Perhaps Mr. Wobbles will help. Have a good trip. Love, Mom. Dear Mom, there is mail on the moon, so I guess you could send cookies. Mr. Wobbles came with me. Don't even try to get us back. Love, Sophia. Oh. Dear Sophia, these cookies taste best when you dip them in milk. But I couldn't send milk to the moon. There is milk here, though, if you want it. Please tell Mr. Wobbles I will miss him. Love, Mom. Dear Mom, I don't need milk. The cookies are great dunked in moon juice. Mr. Wobbles and our new friend, Frogbert, agree. We met him while riding moonicorns and chasing starfish. There are no timeouts on the moon. We like it here very much. Love, Sophia. There are no timeouts here on the moon. We love it very much. Oh, goodness. Dear Sophia, since you're not coming home, I will need to find a new use for your bed. If you see cows jumping over the moon, will you tell them they can sleep here? Love, Mom. Dear Mom, the cows say there are no bedtimes on the moon. On the moon. We don't even need a bed. We will stay up all night playing moonball and making messes. And no one will yell if things break. Love, Sophia. Yeah. No one will yell if things break. And dear Sophia, good news. I found someone nice to sleep in your bed. His name is Grog, and he came here from the moon. He says he ran away and is never going back because the man on the moon was so mean. I've invited him to stay with me. What should I make for dinner? I bet he would like spaghetti. I'm glad you're having so much fun. Love, Mom. Dear Mom, Moon kids are all very allergic to spaghetti. You shouldn't serve grog, mud. You should serve grog, mud pies, and old soggy spinach instead. We're having starlight soup with moonberry tarts and frogbird made asteroid tea. After dinner, he will teach us how to moonwalk. Mr. Wubble says hello, and don't worry, he's not homesick at all. There's still lots for us to do on the moon. Love, Sophia. Oh. Dear Sophia, I told Grog about bedtime, and he's excited to try pajamas and have me read him books. He already picked out the story for tonight. I told him it's your favorite too. If you see Grog's father, could you tell him Grog is safe? I am sure he must be worried, even though he yelled. Love, Mom. Oh. Dear Mom, is it the story with the princess and the staircase? And the staircase of wishes? Mr. Wobbles loves that one. I do too. Love, Sophia. Oh. Dear Sophia, yep, that's the one. But it won't be the same without you here to do the voices and tell me what you would wish. I hope you are still making wishes on the moon. Love, Mom. Aw. Dear Mom, Mr. Wobble says he thinks Grog might secretly be moonsick. Maybe you should send him home. I bet the man on the moon would be happy to see him. You could come here too if you want. Love, Sophia. Dear Sophia, Grog likes that idea. So do I. See you at the landing pad at 1:30 a comet. Love, Mom. Dear Mom, when you come to the moon, could you please bring soft blankie? Mr. Wubbles forgot to pack it. Love, Sophia. Oh. Yay. Oh, now my pages get stuck. Oh, there we go. Dear Sophia, even when you're mad, I love you to the moon. And I love you all the way back. Welcome home. Love, Mom. Yes. Oh. Dear Sophia, even when you're mad, I love you. The moon and back. And that is the end of our story. Oh, goodness. Love it so much. Thank you for joining in Story Time today. I hope you enjoyed it. We haven't brought back this one to Story Time in a long time. Love, Sophia on the moon. Yeah. So if you're having that kind of day where maybe you need some time out, you need some time alone, you need a break, I hope that you get that. I hope that you have a space that you can just be and help regenerate, recover, recoup your energy, whatever it is that you need to do, right? Re-energize. I hope that you're able to find that space. Maybe a walk would help, or yeah, just sometimes some space is good. So I hope that this one you enjoyed coming to us from Empyrean Books, or Little Brown for Young Readers, and it is written by Anika Rose Reese and illustrations by Mika Song. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Love, Sophia on the Moon. Beautiful book indeed, and I just love the concept of it. I love the concept of it. And if you'd like to get more about the book, there's a full conversation that I had with Anika Rose Reese, where she talks about how this book came about, and of course how it developed into this amazing end product that we have. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. I'll see you on the other side of this very short break.
Hi friends, I'm Marietta Apollonio, the author and illustrator of Jack the Library Cat, and you are watching my family's favorite Story Time with Mr. Limata. Bye!
Good morning to you one more time. Thank you so much for joining in. Marietta Apollonia, of course, out there in Harvard, Massachusetts. Thank you for being here, being a supporter of Storytime. Indeed, thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. And Marietta, of course, has many amazing books, including Jack the Library Cat. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. I hope you enjoyed our book today. I know we did not bring to you MERIN, but MERIN will be back tomorrow. But today instead, we dove into another world with Sophia, and this one is called Love, Sophia on the Moon, written by Anika Rose Reese, illustrations by Mika Song. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. I hope you enjoyed that one. And yes, just a reminder too that Pamela Courtney has a brand new book. Yes. You hear me say that until May 20th. Yes. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Pamela Courtney, on the brand new book that's coming out May 20th. You can pre-order now. Of course, find it where you find books if you're able. But of course, you can always ask your local libraries, your school libraries, to stock it, and so you have it ready by May 20th. And of course, look out too. There's always people donating books in those little libraries and so many other places. So I hope that you get your hands on one of these books. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime, a season for fishing, a fish fry tradition. Congratulations, Pamela Courtney, Tony D. Chambers, Farah Strauss, and Giroux. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Tomorrow we're back, and we do bring you this time for sure MERIN and Her Very Bright Star, a story of resiliency. And this one is written by our good friend Lori Mier and of course Ethan Ruffler with the illustration. So join us for that one tomorrow. It is a beautiful one. This is one of the sweetest books for sure. Today was Love, Sophia on the Moon. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll bring it back here another time for sure. Thank you so much. This has been Storytime today. This has been Storytime on this beautiful day, beautiful morning out here in the Bay. And I think today should be pretty warm, so if you're in the Bay, do check that weather forecast. Do check the weather app and see what you need to do. But it's definitely going to be warm, and I think we drop a little bit. The temperatures drop a little bit as we go into Wednesday or maybe Thursday. I need to check for sure. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Please have yourselves a wonderful day, and if you can, please do check in on your loved ones. A little text, a little call, or something can go a very long way. A little wave, hello, can go a long way indeed. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. I appreciate you, appreciate the time that we get to spend together reading books, getting lost in all these different amazing worlds that we get to see. I hope that you have a wonderful day full of exploring. And of course, too, if you need some time to breathe, I hope that you find that time for yourself. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Biggest of hugs. And I will see you again tomorrow when we are back with another exciting story. Much love. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh. brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing stories, some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be